Here's a warning before the video starts. The video contains flashing images that will cause epileptic audience members in the audience to have seizures. If you suffer with epilepsy, I recommend closing the video now and watching something else. I forgot to mention in the last review that Mega Man 2's box art is not as bad. Still pretty inaccurate to what Mega Man looks like in game. However, the box art for this game has this design for Megs. This face. This face. This is the face of the man who aims for the dick. So, you got one game that is not so successful, then you make a banger sequel that managed to do very well for itself. So of course you need to make a third game. It is how it is, sadly. It's just how it works some of the time. Mega Man 3 is the third main entry and is pretty much the fan favourite in the classic series. However, it's not my particular favourite Mega Man game overall. I'll go into depth a little while later in the video, but personally, this game is my least favourite entry. Mega Man 3 was developed relatively with the same staff as the last two games. However, Akira Kitamura had left Capcom during the development of this game. His very last contribution was creating the character Rush, who basically serves as a replacement to the item power-ups that was used in Mega Man 2. I like Rush. It is nice to have a new companion for the Blue Bomber, as well as having a pretty fun idea for the different uses Rush has throughout the game. Before I get into the main gameplay, I want to talk about something that was established way back in Mega Man 2. That being the Robot Master Contest. So for the rest of the games going forward, Capcom hosted a Robot Master Contest in Japan, where fans were able to submit their own drawings for Robot Masters to feature in the game. From kids to professional manga artists, each game hosted a wide range of different Robot Masters that were submitted to be used in the game. For those who won the contest, not only would you get your Robot Master in the game, but you will also be rewarded a Famicom cartridge as well? Hey, so, about that golden Famicom cartridge for Mega Man 3 specifically, that's complete bullshit. So I just really wanted to fact check it real quickly, and it turns out, nah, the other games don't really have this sort of thing. It was only for Mega Man 4, and any game after that is just not true whatsoever. So, before anyone goes off hunting for golden Famicom cartridges of Mega Man 3 to 6, I think they're not real. It's complete bullshit. It was only done for Mega Man 4. I'm not sure if the cartridge itself actually works, so, before you fork over like that lot amount of money, I just recommend just not going for it. Unless you've got, like, money to spend and you just want to place it in the shelf somewhere. Like, display thing, sort of thing, so, you know. Anyways. Yeah, bad research on my end. Bad research on my end. Which is really cool! And I wish Capcom would do this for their next Mega Man game. Well, if they ever do make a new entry in the next, 100 years or so, give or take. But nevertheless, I'll be highlighting both the Robot Masters as well as their submission names and designers as well. Regardless of this, KJ Inafune was left in the creator role, and regards this game as being his least favourite to work on. With Capcom's very strict deadlines, rushed development, his supervisor not understanding how to make a Mega Man game, and overall being a very stressful game for the team to work on. This rushed development cycle usually brings out games that don't measure up to the highest of quality. We've seen that happen to Sonic the Hedgehog plenty of times in the past. But somehow, this game reviewed pretty well. And like I mentioned before, this game is the fan favourite, so it is good to see that people enjoy this game regardless of its rushed development. So with further ado, let's get into this game proper. Well overdue if you ask me. For some reason, Mega Man 3 doesn't have an intro to explain the story. The presentation is very similar to Mega Man 1 with this regard, so we're gonna need to look into the manual for the story. Which sadly I don't have the manual, so might as well go on the internet and see what I can find. In the year 20XX, after his latest defeat, Dr. Wily has seen the error of his ways. For his first act of good, Wily teams up with Dr. Light to build a peacekeeping robot named Gamma. No, not that Gamma! Yes, This guy. Not sure why you would put a man who tried to take over the world, twice I might add, in a position where he could create a massive super robot. Oh, whatever. Mega Man stories don't usually make sense 100% of the time. Still, you need to just... I think at this point, you kinda need to just roll with it at this point. 8 more Robot Masters was also built for mining crystals for Gamma's main power core. Oh boy, here we go. Needleman, designer... Oh, fuck! No! Nobuhiko Atasaka. I think I butchered that name. Submitted as Iron Man. Magnet Man, designer Nagashi Ki. Submitted as Magnet Man, so no change there, I guess. Gemini Man, designer Yoshihato Hattori. I think I still butchered that name, I think, but... Submitted name unknown. For some reason, and I don't know why, the website I'm looking at has just a question mark. So, I'm not entirely sure what this means. Anyways. Hardman, designer Kazuyo... Oh my god, this is the hardest one. Kazuhiko Ogoro. Kazuhiko Ogoro. Submitted name Pressman. Topman, designer Yasuki Konishi. Submitted name Topman. No changes here. Snake Man, designer Yujiro Hishinati. Submitted name Snake Man. Again, no changes here. Sparkman, designer Mihiko Hario Suzuki. Mahiko Hario Suzuki. Submitted name Sparkman, so no changes here again. And finally, Shadowman, designer Tamuki Yoshida. I really don't think I've done that right. Submitted name Ninja Man. I kind of prefer this name, to be honest. Anyways, please say what name I butchered in the comments below. I'm not very good at pronouncing Japanese names, so yeah. I apologize to a lot of my Japanese viewers. I'm so sorry. Well, back to the story, I guess. Suddenly, each of these Robot Masters goes rogue, and has taken all the crystals to the different parts of the mining locations they guard. So it's up to Mega Man, along with his new doggo companion, Rush, to recover all of the crystals and save the world! While a guy named Breakman either hinders or helps Mega Man along the way. This story is a lot more layered in comparison to the previous entries. While yes, we got an overall goal to work towards, and a rogues gallery of bosses to fight, there is no main villain sort of character in this story. It feels like there's a lot more going on here than it does initially. Unless you count Breakman as the main villain, but again, he either helps you or fights you. Oh god, this guy can't even make up his mind! Gameplay has seen a slight improvement. Mega Man doesn't slip around anymore, which makes controlling him feel way more smoother than before. Mega Man has a new maneuver at his disposal, the slide. Ironic, isn't it? By holding down the D-pad and pressing the jump button, Mega Man is able to slide under narrow pathways, while also gaining a small boost in speed as well. Okay, we're not there yet, you lads. Just calm down, alright? We'll get there, eventually. The levels make great use of the slide, with putting different obstacles in the way, so you won't just mindlessly spam the slide, while having narrow pathways with enemies at the end of them that shoot stuff at you. The slide is quite a nice addition to the moveset of Mega Man. Introduced in this game is Rush. Much like last game, Mega Man has different item power-ups that comes in the form of Rush abilities. You start with Rush Coil, which is handy for getting to high places that you can't reach normally. You also get Rush Marine, which is one of the most useless items in the game. There is rarely any water in this game, so the ability seems kind of a waste of space if you ask me. On the other hand, Rush Jet is awesome! With this, you are able to fly around for a limited amount of time. All of these abilities have their own ammo count, so you might need to be careful on how many times you use them. Much like Mega Man 2, you got 8 bosses to fight, and a lot of these stages are very hit or miss with me. Top Man stage is fun to play, and the music is genuinely a banger. Sparkman might be my favourite stage in the game. The level itself is quite tricky and there's a lot of instant kill traps, but overall, I still have a great time with this stage. But that's all I can say, really. Some of these stages are, well, fine, like Shadow Man stage, but the music is just not my bag, honestly. I tend to forget this one the most. Snake Man, Hard Man, Needle Man, Gemini Man have good stages, but the music doesn't really stick with me as much as Mega Man 2's music. Again, all bias for Mega Man 2 here, but I'm not really all that impressed with the music here in this game, personally. Definitely my least favourite stage in this game is Magnet Man. Oh, boy, where do I even begin with this? You got disappearing blocks, which doesn't sound that bad, mind you, but this bloody magnet machine here pulls you towards it. Oh god, this makes my positioning on these blocks so much more of a nightmare than I would like it to be. And on top of that, bottomless pits!
Oh, my favorite!
Rush Jet makes these sections easier to handle, but if I need a power-up to completely bypass these obstacles, then the obstacles themselves are very poorly designed in the first place. Alright, I've beaten all the bosses, time for the last stair. What the hell is this? Oh no. Oh no. Dark robots. So basically, you know those bosses from Mega Man 2 I like so much? Well, they're in this game! Yippee! But they suck! So you need to replay 4 of these stages you've already beaten, which is Sparkman, Needleman, Gemini Man, and Shadow Man. Yes! I got his name right. All 4 of those stages all over again. But they're way harder this time than last time. So getting to the boss is going to be way harder than the regular stages. And on top of all of that, all of these weapons are not very good. Hard Knuckle is very slow to use. Magnet Missile is useful for enemies that are above you, but not much anywhere else. Well, unless if you use it for the boss weakness. Needle Cannon is just another Mega Buster weapon. Like, and a replacement for the Mega Buster. But honestly, I just only use it for the boss weakness. Shadow Blade is much like the Metal Blades, but much weaker in every way possible. Search Snake and Spark Shock, I got nothing to comment on. Kinda boring weapons if you ask me. But do not remotely get me started with the bloody top spin. This weapon sucks! It's very close ranged. It does nothing when you make contact with the enemy, unless if you're Shadow Man, by the way. Holy moly. And on top of all of that, it chews through weapon ammo faster than anything I've seen. Look at this! God, do I hate this weapon! Oh, right, the dog robots suck to fight as well. Most of them behave exactly like the bosses from Mega Man 2, but their weaknesses are completely different, so you need to basically relearn which weapon is effective to which dog robot. Oh, and you thought that simply beating the bosses ends the stages? Oh boy, you see nothing yet! 4 stages, 2 bosses each. My word, it's never ending! I'm literally feeling my sanity shrink as I try to fight these bosses! People, this is why I don't like this game. Not only are the Dark Robot stages not fun to play, in my opinion at least, but the bosses themselves are not fun to fight neither. Including the regular bosses too. My beloved Sparkman is not even that fun to fight as well. They either hit like a truck, or spam their attacks to the point where you can't react in time. This goes beyond get good into bosses that I think are not very well designed in the first place. Well, you could just use a password to skip past the Dark Robots. Okay, yeah, but going back to the disappearing blocks in Magnet Man stage, if you got a way to skip something that you don't like, then maybe it's the fault of the game itself rather than skill issue purely. Look, I know I ragged on this game and shown you all the reasons why I don't like it very much, but I'm not ignorant enough to say that this is a bad game, mind you. Quite frankly, I think it's a good thing to see people enjoy this game, and more power to them. Every game has its fans, no matter the general public says. Most people say Sonic Forces is I quite like Forces because of its custom character and the music. I met people who like Shadow the Hedgehog and Star Wars Episode 8 for reasons that are unique to them. I've seen an equal amount of people tearing those things apart bit by bit and explaining why they are bad, but sometimes people have guilty pleasures for one reason or the other. Don't let like me tell you what to like and what not to like. Just don't be a dick about it in your opinions. Side tangent aside, back to Mega Man 3. After beating the dog robots, oh my god, finally, Breakman offers to fight, which is quite easy, not gonna lie. God, it almost feels like this is a mystery. Oh, hell no! So it turns out Dr. Wily is behind everything and has taken all the parts of Gamma to his new fortress. So Mega Man must go out and confront the Mad Doctor once more. Alright, the castle stages. I've handled pure hell from the Dark Robot stages. Well, let's see what I can... Holy moly, these are so easy. I'm not even kidding, these are some of the easiest stages in the game. Not even the bosses put up much of a fight as well. Yeah, there is a new Yellow Devil here to fight, but he is really easy here. I think I might have died, like, twice when I was playing these, and I think most of them were either just accidental deaths or just careless deaths. After the boss rush, Mega Man confronts Wily, first in his own machine, then finally Gamma himself, who almost looks like a bigger guts man than anything else, quite frankly. Oh, one last bit of ball that this game throws at you: the top spin is his weakness! Alright, defeated Wily for the third time, and debris falls down and crushes Wily and Mega Man. A shadowy figure manages to save Mega Man and brings him back to Light's labs. In the background, a whistle music has been playing in the background, which Dr. Light— I'm sorry, Dr. Wright— yeah, mistranslation right here— recognizes this whistle to be Proto Man, Dr. Light's very first creation and long-lost brother to rock and roll. Oh, Mega Man 3 is a game I really don't like. Well, there is fun to be had, and some of the music is quite good, and I really liked what the story is trying to do, even though it didn't make much sense most of the time. I don't particularly like everything else. Magnet Man stage, all of the dog robot stages, the weapons not being as useful, the final stages being really easy to the point where I completely forgot about them all the time. Like, even as I'm recording this, I don't remember anything about the final stages. They are that uninteresting. And on top of all of that, I just did not enjoy my time with this one. I know this game has its fans, and again, more power to them. I just found a lot of issue with this game. But would I recommend this entry? Yeah, I would. 100% all the way. Something you need to know is that you need to try these things out before you have a complete opinion on them. Don't take someone else's word at face value. I might not enjoy Mega Man 3, but I know that there's so many people out there who love this game for all kinds of reasons. That is the true beauty of art, and it dies when everyone else echoes the same opinion over and over again. I am one of several voices on this website who gives their opinions on media. So, with that said, in my opinion, Mega Man 3 gets a M for meh. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I'm really sorry it's taken this long to make a new video. University has its boot up my ass for quite some time, and I needed to put university first before doing anything else. And on top of that, I had to go all the way off to Spain to see my nan for her birthday. I loved her time there, and I loved being with my nan. And now being back, I feel more motivated than ever to start doing more videos. Now that I'm back proper, I want to hear your thoughts on Mega Man 3. Is this your favourite entry in the series? Does this game have your favourite music? Do you disagree with this video? Let me know in the comments below. I really love to hear what you have to say. So, up next, without wasting any more time, up next is Mega Man 4. So I hope to see you all then. Take care, and Shy Guy out. You know what? I'm gonna keep that in.